Hello, this is Professor Irvin for our third orientation video, and I want to talk right now about our strands of work. We have different activities which at first it may be a little confusing, but I think you'll get into a pattern or a rhythm because you'll see that there is a regular rhythm at which you do these various activities. And I think it will make some sense. But I wanted you to kind of see this overall pattern here at the beginning of the course so you can kind of follow what we're doing. We're going to be doing a lot of writing, so we're doing 4 essays, and each of the essays will be going through drafts. So that's a major part of what we're going to be doing. Between the drafts, you're going to be doing some peer response and some reflection. So that's another big part, and we'll kind of show the writing feedback loop. Another activity that you'll be doing is various reading and studying and working on reading strategies. And eventually you'll have one research project, so there's a little bit of research to do. We've got our common book reading that we're going to be doing, so you're going to have a kind of side reading that you're going to be doing during the semester. We also have weekly exercises that we'll do. Grammar, editing, writing exercises, or EGW exercises, and sometimes there'll be reading strategy exercises. They're really just chances to practice. And then the last kind of strand of work that we have is a journal. After a couple weeks, we're going to start a free writing journal, which we'll do for 7 weeks, where you'll do 4 free writing journals a week. Not too bad. And then each week you're going to write a process journal, which is really kind of think piece, chance for you to write about what you're learning and reflect upon some key concepts. So that kind of captures these different strands of work, and I want to show you how they kind of work in a pattern in our calendar of assignments. So from our home page to the course, I've added in right beneath our class announcements, the course class announcements, this calendar of assignments. Same one that's in the syllabus, which right now is still a bit under construction. But you'll see that here, let's kind of take it from this draft 1. So our essay drafts are almost always due on Sundays. But you'll see that the Saturday before, we have these PJ stands for Process Journal, and EGW is Editing, Grammar, Writing Exercise. A lot of times those are something that is meant to kind of build some skills that then you apply in the next draft. And between these drafts, so between draft 1 of essay 1 and draft 2, you've got peer response that's due by the middle of the week. You might finish that the same day you turn it in. And then our writing review reflection. And then we've got the next set of the editing, grammar, writing exercise and the next process journal. And you'll see that it kind of repeats. So you'll have these certain assignments that are due on certain days. You, of course, can manage your own time. You can turn in work ahead of time if you want, but those are the due dates. I want to show you how it makes hopefully a little bit better sense. The guide that I have for doing peer response and the writing reviews talks about what's called the writing feedback loop. And this is the way which we'll workshop our drafts. And you'll see that you start by writing a draft, and when that draft is done, it goes for some feedback from your peers. After that feedback, you review your draft and review that feedback and reflect upon it and come up with a plan for revision, which leads towards the next draft, the next peer response, and rethinking and reflecting to lead towards the next revision. We'll kind of do this through 2 loops. Between draft 1 and then draft 2, and we end with the final draft, the third draft. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how our work will flow when you see these different assignments and the kind of rhythmic nature of them. All right, so please ask me any questions with any of the work that we're doing, and good luck starting our course.